Alright then, so I just watched The Incredible Hulk with Edward Norton, and here's my review. Right, so this film is the Hulk film to set up for the Avengers, which some people might not have known because it's not Edward Norton in the film. It's actually Mark Ruffalo, and that's due to Marvel being stupid. Edward Norton is really good in this film. He was so believable in his character of Bruce Banner, as he seemed really intelligent and like the scientist that Bruce Banner actually is. And this film also tells you the origin of Hulk, which is good if you're new to the Hulk, which I was. And it tells you the backstory, how he became the Hulk, in the first 2 minutes of the film. But it kind of glosses over it, but a lot of your questions are answered throughout the film. And in the first 5 minutes you find out that the Hulk was born, and it went out and destroyed a lot of things, and thus Bruce Banner is now a fugitive. And because he's a scientist and that, he's trying to find an antidote to the Hulk virus. The way that the Hulk was created was he thought that he was working on radiation resistance, but he was in fact working on a super soldier serum like they did in World War II for Captain America. And he was so confident about what he was on, he tested it on himself, and thus the Hulk was born. And some people may think that he becomes the Hulk just because he gets angry, but in this film it does tell you, or well, you can figure out, it's not just because he gets angry, it's when his heart rate gets so high to like 200 beats per minute is in this film, he becomes a Hulk. So there's a lot of things he can't do, which would get his heart rate up. Like when he's running, he has to stop so he don't get to 200 beats per minute. As this would unleash the Hulk, so he's got a heart rate monitor on, and this is him really trying to control the Hulk. Now the CGI in this film for the Hulk, really, it's okay, but at a glance and when it's far away. When you see the Hulk up close, because there are a few intimate scenes with the Hulk in the film, and it just does not look very good. The same for when he fights the character that I like to call the Nega Hulk. You'll see that in the advert. Again, that's not a spoiler. I did not like Liv Taylor in this film, who played Betty Ross, I think it is, that's the love interest. Because it's probably down to the script, but she was very basic in what she said, and when she met up with Bruce again, because he's been on the run, she hadn't seen him for years, and she never thought to ask any questions, which I didn't really understand. And then one of the strongest people in this, except for Edward Norton, is William Hurt, who plays General Ross. You can tell he has this hatred for the Hulk and Bruce Banner. He is the father of Betty, if you didn't guess, and he wants to get the Hulk so that he can dissect him and use the gamma cells in his bloodstream to create an ultimate super soldier, much like Captain America. The bad guy is played by Tim Roth, who plays Emil Radomski, I think it is, something like that. I've probably said that incredibly wrong, but yes, you can tell he's a bad guy because you never trust a Russian in films now. It's whatever, it's customary to action films nowadays, but I think he gave a very strong performance. Now, this film is good. I like the reference to the Avengers and the appearance of Tony Stark, of all people. That was really good. That's right at the end, and I think everyone's seen that now. It's on YouTube if you want to see it. And the other thing with Edward Norton is he don't talk much, like for the first half hour, but there's so much emotion in his face, and you actually feel attached to this character, even though you can't become Hulk yourself. You just feel for this character that has these difficulties and that. I also liked the updates on the screen of since he was the Hulk. That's good because it also gives a sense of time and how long he's been running from the last time you saw him and stuff like that. What I did not like about this film is that it was so slow. I think it took about an hour and a half to get into it properly, and that's like, the film's only 1 hour and 48 minutes, so yeah, it's very slow. So anyway, this film is a good time, kind of. I'll rate it 3.5 because I did enjoy it for the most part, but by far it is not the best film I've ever seen. And subscribe up here and you will see me this weekend when I see The Avengers, and we'll find out how well Mark Ruffalo takes over the Bruce Banner character. Hopefully it's well, otherwise I may hate The Avengers, and no one wants that. The Avengers is meant to be amazing and everyone wants it to be amazing. Anyway, thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe.